Melissa, Texas, is it the right place for you to live? Well, today we're going to answer 10 questions that you need to ask yourself before moving here.
All right, in today's video, we are going to answer 10 specific questions that we get on a daily basis. We help hundreds of people move here from all over the country, and we absolutely love it, but we get 10 of these questions all the time. So we're going to take a deep dive into Melissa, Texas in this video. If this is your first time on our video, we are local real estate agents. We own a real estate team right here in North Texas. And if this is of interest to you, make sure you hit that subscribe button, that bell, so you're alerted every time we do a video.
And of course, don't forget to give us a call, text, or email, whatever you got to do to get a hold of us. Just get a hold of us and fill out that dream home form so we know what it is you're looking for in your dream home.
So enough of this.
Enough of that.
I don't like that.
I don't either.
But you guys know the YouTube situation. They love it when you give the like, comment below, and hit that subscribe button. So it really helps us out.
Yeah.
But let's get into
comments are good anyways, because then we know what videos to do. So
Absolutely.
anyways.
So let's talk about Melissa, Texas.
That's right.
So what is the first question?
The first question is, will I be able to afford Melissa, Texas?
Well, there's a couple of things. One, in question number 2, we're going to kind of go break down the cost of living.
Yes.
But a couple kind of hidden things that you need to be concentrating on when you're moving to North Texas, and things that kind of catch people by surprise. Yes, we don't have state income tax.
Correct.
But we do have higher property taxes.
Correct.
They can range anywhere between 2 and 3%.
Right. And Melissa specifically is 2.27.
Which is pretty good.
Yeah, that is.
Which is pretty good considering, everywhere else around. It's a brand new community and that sort of thing.
Yeah, that was a big concern when we moved, was the property taxes seemed a lot higher, obviously, than California.
Yeah, I mean, it was huge, right? So in California, it's 1% less.
Yeah.
Right? But another hidden thing that you need to worry about, or at least factor into your decision,
what's that?
Is homeowners insurance.
Oh yeah. Yes.
It runs...
We were surprised at that, actually.
Yeah, it runs around, and I'm not an insurance guy, but it's a little less than 1%. A little less than 1%, I would say, or right, it probably goes less as you go. But typically, I just looked it up. A $300,000 house, homeowners in Melissa is going to run you about $3,080. So about
it's
1%.
It's because of the hail that we get here, and what Andy always tells everybody, you will never replace a roof because of age.
Yeah.
It will always be because of hail damage. So we've lived here 16 years, and we've already replaced ours twice.
Yeah, and we could have replaced it more.
Yeah. Yes.
The roofing companies
we
like that anytime there's a storm. But let's get into cost of living. Now, what we did is we did it compared to the city that we live in, which is Frisco, right? And just because Frisco seems to be the big magnet, people know about Frisco, they don't know about Melissa. But Melissa is just a suburb, what eventually will be that Frisco Plano kind of headquarters. But overall, it is 12.2% cheaper to live in Melissa than Frisco.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
12% less.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's real good.
And we've got some things specifically here that we can give you exact amounts on.
Okay.
Right?
So the overall is, like I said, 12.2. Groceries, it's actually cheaper in Melissa.
I'm thinking 3%. I might start shopping in Melissa.
Well, you're gonna lose on gas. That's gonna offset things.
We're out there a lot. Might as well shop while we're out there.
That's true. Housing is the big factor. It's 31.5% less to live in Melissa, Texas than it is here in Frisco.
That's a significant difference.
Yeah, 31% is significant.
Yeah.
So just to give you an idea, the median house in Frisco is $509.
Yeah.
What's the median in Melissa?
$369.7.
So there you go. Kind of gives you an idea of the cost of living. Like I said, questions 1 and 2 kind of go hand in hand, but we wanted to kind of break it down a little bit. What's another question that we get about Melissa, Texas?
Well, one of the questions we get are, what are my reasons for moving to Texas? And are they worth it?
Yeah, you need to ask yourself
Right.
that, right? So
Right.
when we're doing our Zoom meetings and client consultations, this is a big factor. I mean, we talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly
Right.
on moving to Texas, right? We did it ourselves, and this is something that we needed to, what are our reasons?
Right.
You know, the reasons that we hear a lot are job transfers,
Yeah.
political climate.
Right. Right.
What are some other things that we hear?
Well, working from home, commute times, traffic, all those different things
Yeah,
you got to take into consideration. Schools,
Yep,
things
there's
that.
several different things, and that's more on a personal level, but it's one that we can discuss one-on-one with. So that's definitely something that you need to think about when you're thinking about moving to Texas. What are my exact reasons? Why do I really want to get out of the place that I'm going?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're looking to, I want to be close to the beach, then this is not the place.
No. You would be looking at Houston or Galveston area, and the beaches are...
Or mountains, for that matter.
No mountains. So need to ask yourself all those.
So we would definitely tell you this is not the place if you're looking for those two things.
Correct. I 100%.
Agreed.
That 100 on the text message on that. So anyway, what's the job market situation, Patrice, in North Texas?
Well, it's the fourth in job growth in the U.S. Fourth.
Pretty
I had
good.
to look at that again because I was like, wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty
No,
good.
I mean, this is why everybody's moving here is the
Right.
job opportunities.
It's nuts, the amount of businesses that are here.
Yeah, it's really, I mean, we're getting Fortune 500 companies moving here, it seems like every other day.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Melissa, Texas, just to give you an idea, is about, 25 minutes to that Frisco, Plano headquarters area.
Yes.
So, and then, like you said, a lot of people are working from home or going in the office once or twice a week.
Right.
Commutes are good. Job growth is good. The economy is good here in North Texas.
It is good. And the nice thing about Melissa is you're on 75, which is basically a freeway. So it's not a tollway like you would if you're in Frisco. You kind of have to take the tollway to get places.
That's a good thing. So Melissa, Texas, if one of the cons I would say is it's a pretty small town feel.
It is a small town.
It is
which
a small
is a
town,
good feel
right?
too, yeah.
But it's sandwiched in between. Well, Anna is still a small town as well, but it's going to be growing, and it's going to be probably geographically bigger than Melissa. So it kind of runs very similar if you're used to Frisco, Prosper, Salina, along that tollway. Prosper is very much like Melissa in that.
Yes.
Right?
I
So
was thinking
Prosper
the
is
same
a
thing.
small town sandwiched between two bigger towns, or eventually a bigger town. And then Melissa's the same way. It's just along that 75.
Yes.
But you get to save on tolls, right?
Yeah.
It's a couple $100 a month, I know, for
Can be
us.
a lot.
So that would be nice.
Is.
What's another question?
How is the healthcare in that city?
Yeah, I mean, that's something that you need to ask for. I know it's important to us. It's important to, to most families. How's the healthcare situation? Well, you have 75. Did you know 75 within 20 miles? Within 20 miles of Melissa, Texas.
Well, that's good.
You have Baylor Scott and White, which is 6 miles away from Melissa. That's in McKinney. You've got Medical City, which is in McKinney as well, which is 7.8 miles away.
Yeah.
And then Texas Health Presbyterian Hospital in Allen, which is 11 miles away.
Yeah.
All really good hospitals. Baylor Scott and White seems to be on every corner.
Yes.
So that's a real popular one. What's the next one?
What is the next one? Is the culture a nice fit for me, and will I be happy there?
Are
That's a
you
good
happy
question.
in family, very family-oriented cities or suburbs of towns?
Yes.
That is what Melissa, Texas is. It's a small town.
Very much.
It does have a Buc-ee's.
It does have a Buc-ee's.
So,
Yes.
I mean, it's got that going for it, right? But other than that, it's one of these towns that you're going to be going into
Yes.
McKinney for your entertainment and that sort of thing.
Yes.
So the culture, I don't know if there is culture. It's very much a suburban master plan community. And not a lot to do as far as that, but you're within minutes away from McKinney, so there's plenty to do in McKinney.
Yeah.
All right. This is one that we get all the time.
It is.
How will you adjust to the climate?
It is crazy because I love the heat. Now it doesn't. I don't think it gets
crazy.
that hot. I just don't think it's that hot. Now other people probably disagree with that. It does get in the hundreds a few times in the.
That's not hot.
I know, but I don't know why. But see, that's why I'm the wrong person to ask. I don't like being cold.
All right.
That's my big thing. And you got people that love to be cold, so it's tough.
Yeah, it just depends on where you're living.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're comparing it from California, Southern California, where we're from, it's not apples and apples. I mean, it's just the weather is perfect in California. You can't beat it.
Yeah, but the spring and fall here are great. I mean, they're
Absolutely.
beautiful. Like right now, we walked the dog at, what was it, 46 this morning, but it was sunny, no wind, so it was perfect. It was beautiful. And then it's supposed to be 70 something today, so it's a perfect day.
Yeah, the high is 78
Yes.
or something like
Yes.
that. And let me talk about to the people that really are not like you. And
Which is probably most.
and are cold if you're cold if it's below 80. So it's hot. I'm not golfing in the sun.
That's true.
I'm
We
not
had this
camping in
conversation
the summer.
yesterday.
Right? So if you're outdoorsy, you're going away from. But most of our clients, most of the people that we know are leaving. For that's kind of when you take your vacation.
Yes.
It's like your last week in July, early August. It's like, let me get out of here. I need a break. But there's 2 months where it sucks. It sucks. But after that, it's pretty good. So enough about the weather. You can check on weather.com and kind of check it out for yourself.
Right.
One thing I will say is what people aren't used to is we get as much rainfall as Seattle. Just fun fact.
Yes, but we just get it faster than
Yeah, we
they
just
get
get
it
dumped
slowly.
on.
Yeah.
So, all right. So
So
what is the real estate situation?
That's what is.
And will I meet good neighbors? Well,
No,
no.
not a single one.
The South is not friendly. No, it's what's nice about Melissa is it's pretty much all new master plan communities.
Yeah.
And what I love about that for our clients is that in newer communities, people are out more. They're enjoying their house and their surroundings and amenities more. Once you get settled in, you kind of get in your daily routine and you just go about your business and you don't really get to meet too many people. In Melissa, you've got so many master plan communities. Everybody's walking around. Everybody's doing their hardscape. They're fixing up their houses. They're young couples, so they're doing, or young families, so they're doing, the decorations for Halloween, for Christmas, etc. So it makes for a great time for our clients. The other thing I will point out is with these newer master plan communities, you do have event directors and coordinators that will put on events for the HOA, which is really good. So meeting good neighbors. I can't tell you whether or not the guy on the right of you or the left of you is going to be someone is your new best friend, but I'm sure that you
They're
will.
out there.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be in
somewhere.
the community somewhere.
Yes.
That's like-minded people that live in these areas. There's usually young families that we help out.
Yeah, all our clients seem to be very happy in these communities. So
yeah. So let's talk about real estate, though. For example, in Melissa, Texas, what are we seeing as far as real estate's concerned? Are we seeing? I know this is a video that will go on for plenty of time, but right now a little snapshot as everybody's talking about the real estate market. What's going on in Melissa?
Well, I mean, the same thing that's going on everywhere. Things have kind of slowed down a tad. Things have leveled off, which is fantastic.
Oh, we love it.
We can actually get in and, make some deals and
Yeah.
and get some things that we couldn't get about a year ago.
Yeah, this is what separates the boys from the men, right? In real estate. So we're excited about it. You know, we've been around for 8 years now, top 1% in the country. So I feel very good about the real estate market and being able to service our clients on a much higher level now than just trying to get under contract, trying to get that house, being in a rush and that sort of thing. But in Melissa, Texas specifically, we are seeing some price decreases. We are seeing some builders, doing some price decreases or increasing their incentives, doing buy downs for
interest rates,
etc. So right now is a great time to buy. In fact, what we are telling a lot of people is if you were planning on moving in the next year, there's a lot of speculation out there that next year you're going to see interest rates fall back down, and then you're going to see another mad rush into the market. So what a lot of people are doing now is buying now when you can negotiate, and you're not in that spring rush time,
right?
And then you're able to refi if it makes sense at the time or whatnot. So just something to keep in mind.
Yeah, because last recession, should we remind people that in North Texas we did not lose our value like other people did.
No.
So we're going to be okay no matter what.
Yeah, I mean, we are, Frisco is kind of like the big magnet here, and it's the #1 recession-proof city in America. So
there we go.
If you're going to buy anywhere, buy in this North Texas region. It's a safe bet. So what is number 9?
Number 9, how much will I spend to move there?
Well, that's an interesting question. It's something that you need to factor into your decision making. We can only speak. We help a lot of people from California because we're from Southern California, etc. We're open to all too. I just wanted to make that clear. But from California to Texas, the average cost is $4,000 to $8,000. Typically, we're seeing closer to that $6,000 to $8,000 to move, kind of halfway across the country.
But we've seen it as high as 10.
But we have, yeah.
It does depend on how much stuff you're bringing with you.
Now let's talk about that.
I had to bring it up.
Yes, let's talk about that. So if you're going to be buying a brand new house, the last thing you want to be doing is bringing that couch from 5 years ago, right? You're better off selling that stuff back in your home state, not paying to move it all, and store it all while your house is being built or whatever the case may be.
Yes. It's one of those things I'm never going to live down because we did that. And when we got our brand new house, I did not want pretty much all of it in my house.
Yeah. We paid for 2 pods. We had the rental pod and our house pod. And when we opened up the house pod and put it in
it just did not work.
No, it just didn't work out. And so I paid thousands of dollars to donate here versus donate in California. So
lesson learned. Lesson learned.
Sorry. All right. Last question.
Do I have a plan B if things don't go as planned?
That's something that you definitely need to ask yourself.
Yes.
We don't see it very often with our clients. I think we do a good job up front being honest with them.
Yeah.
We treat everybody like family. In fact, that's what we how we wrap up our Zooms. We treat everybody like family, so you're going to have a million questions. And that's what we're here for. Yeah. We're your eyes and ears, and we're not going to put you in a situation that we wouldn't put our own family in.
Right.
So we do that, a lot of heavy lifting up front, so you're not wasting your time thinking, is this going to be the right place? We are brutally honest.
Yes, but there is always, it's always good to plan because there's things that can happen or, things that are unexpected that can happen that nobody has control over.
I mean, you could be like, July and August are too hot. I need to go.
Or you could be building and it gets delayed a little longer than you planned. So now you have to find a rental space for a month or so. And so we've had people that have gone into Airbnbs for a little bit because they're furnished and they don't have to unpack their stuff. And
so there's all sorts of delays and stuff because of all the construction, all the building and growth that we're experiencing here.
Yes.
So, are Are you ready to move? If so, make sure to give us a call, text, email, whatever it is that you need to do to get a hold of us.
Yep.
Until the next time, I'm Andy.
And I'm Patrice.
Take care.